to be followed by Rhoda Grant. Around 4 minutes, Ms Don.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Apologies. I welcome the chance to contribute to this debate on the social security business case, which will provide a record investment of £5.2 billion in benefit expenditure in 23-24. That is an investment in our people, and that is something that this Scottish Government should be proud of. It is also great to hear the Minister set out the next steps in building our social security programme. I have no doubt that the steps we are taking in Scotland are making an impact on our aim of tackling poverty. However, we do this under the most difficult circumstances, a global pandemic followed by one of the hardest cost of living crises that we have ever seen. Energy bills are through the roof, the price of everyday items are eye-watering and interest rates are soaring. People who were struggling before are finding life even harder, and with a rise in in-work poverty, many have found themselves in a position that they may never have thought they would be in. The creation of Scotland's social security system was a mammoth task and one that I do not underestimate. Breaking away from the DWP system was always going to be difficult, but Scotland has made great progress and I am proud of the way that this has been carried out. We may have differing views in this chamber, but it cannot be denied that this is a fairer system and an investment in our people. The Scottish Child Payment, I'm going to make a bit of way, thank you. The Scottish Child Payment has been groundbreaking, and whether it is speaking to friends and family, constituents or taking evidence in the Social Justice and Social Security Committee, we know that it is making a real difference to people's lives. I know that we'd like to see this go further, of course, but I am acutely aware of the limitations on the Scottish budget, and I think it is a testimony to our priorities that this was raised to £25. The Scottish Child Payment is putting food in the mouths of children and taking stress away from parents. And if that is not a success of the Scottish welfare system, then I don't know what is. And of course, we could always do more. Under the current circumstances, it would take hundreds of extra pounds into people's pockets to truly tackle the issues that people are facing. In Scotland, though, at least we can say that that is what we are trying to do, with 7 of the 12 new Scottish benefits being entirely new forms of financial support that are available only in Scotland. So I note the comments that I've heard on the winter heating payment, and I actually find it really disappointing. I'll admit, and the Minister is certainly aware, that I did have my concerns around this new payment. However, let's be clear here. In winter 21-22, only 11,000 people benefited from the DWP's unreliable cold weather payment. In Scotland, 415,000 people are set to benefit this year. And like I said with the Scottish Child Payment, of course I would like to see us go further, but where can this money be taken from? I will take the intervention.
Jeremy Balfour.
I'm grateful to the member for taking the intervention. Would she agree with me that there was at least a perception amongst the people we talked to that the benefit would be paid in February and not after February? That was what people expected to happen.
Natalie Don, I can give you the time back.
Thank you for the intervention. As I'm aware, I understand that some people will receive the money in February, and I think the Minister was pretty clear that it was from February. So I find some of the arguments we've heard here today to be quite disingenuous. The opposition know the difficulties that we are facing and the lack of fiscal flexibilities that this government has. The projected costs for social security are set to rise in the coming years, and that is something that we will have to deal with. However, that was always going to happen. You can't welcome the Scottish Child Payment on one hand and then criticise the government for the increase in expenditure over the coming years. I am proud of the system that we have built here in Scotland. Charities, I'm sorry I don't have any further time, charities, organisations and local people are all extremely positive about the way social security is being rolled out, whether that is the ethos of the whole delivery, the priority of ensuring that people are receiving everything they are entitled to, or the ambition to make the system work for people. To close, Presiding Officer, the Tory UK Government can charge on with bumping up energy bills, food prices, continue to soar in debt, pain, misery, anxiety that are all racking up for people in Scotland that need our help the most. But I believe the system that we have created so far is good evidence of the priorities and aims of an independent Scotland. And while I hear the sighs from the opposition when we raise the matter of independence, we cannot deny that full borrowing powers and control over our own affairs could benefit this country.
Thank you.